name's Frogman PDX, or Frogman, Froggy. A lot of beautiful people out here. I agree with everything all these speakers have said. There's a lot of great causes here that we can be united behind. I think one of those that ties into a lot of the issues we're facing today would be separation of corporation and state. The corporate power over our government is leading to the numerous for-profit wars that are happening, the destruction of our environment, increased poverty, you name it, the goddamn wolves. So I think we need to end this corruption that's happening in our government. I think we can all agree on that. Shit, 92 would have passed if fucking Monsanto wasn't all up in our business. So I don't know exactly how to go about that, but we all have a piece of that knowledge of how to make that happen. Somebody could be a lawyer. Somebody could have experience writing laws. The rest of us could just be pissed off. So let's just keep that in mind. Separation of corporation and state. Let's spread the word. The militarization of our police force leading to all these killings, the abuse of power, it can all be traced back. The privatization of our postal service that the speaker a couple moments ago mentioned. So separation of corporation and state is really a big kick in the balls to the powers that be right now. Let's keep that in mind. I love you all. Peace.
I love you.
They're both on.
So, thank you, Frogman. So my name is Teresa, and my last name is Rayford, and we started this protest after Mike Brown was killed back in August called Don't Shoot Portland. And so we just wanted to come out here and thank everybody for all the support, and we know that the systems run everything, and I don't know if you guys are keeping up with what's happening in Ferguson, but there's been a lot of talk about gatekeepers and tokens and just basically what he just said, separation of corporation and state. In the black communities and in communities across the country that are dealing with poverty, there's people that call themselves leaders. They're self-appointed leaders, and they represent the corporations and the politicians, but they don't have a relationship with the people. And all I want us to do is remember that if we're not dealing directly with people, then we're not actually dealing with the problem. That means we have a vested interest, and we're going to keep our interests away from the benefits that the people need. We have to knock down the gates, you guys. We're not going to have any kind of unity amongst any of us regarding any of our issues unless we unite with the people directly. That's what I'm asking for. I'm here, but I'm going to be leaving Portland pretty soon because, it's not really cool to be out here as an advocate by yourself in your community. We talk about family, and my family, I've already basically disgusted a lot of them because I've asked for accountability. I've asked them to be accountable for the people that they say they stand for, and that's not a very safe place to find yourself once you ask those type of questions. So I'm going to be checking out for a little while and just getting a rest, and I just want you guys to just keep doing what you're doing. Knock down the gates.
Hey y'all, my name is Miriam. Some of you know me as Mimi, and back in Occupy we started a group here called No Nukes Northwest. It's something that you don't hear about very often when leaders, so-called leaders of the environmental movement talk about what's going on. We all have a really big problem going on here, and it's called the Columbia Generating Station, and it's located up on Hanford's property. It's not Hanford, it is a nuclear power plant that nobody talks about. This is the one of the worst nuclear power plants in all of the United States, and it's just up the Columbia. Why am I telling you this? Because nobody else is. I need some help. I need some help to fight this. I've been at City Hall. We created a resolution to support the Seattle City Council, who asked for our support so they can shut down CGS. We have no vote, but we get radiated. So, in order for me to get this resolution passed in City Hall, they won't even talk to me now. I need all of you to help me do what we all need to get done, which is have our city council support the resolution to help shut down CGS, which is requested by us from the Seattle City Council. You will hear about the Columbia Generating Station a lot in the next few weeks because we're on a mission right now to get the word out and stop the silence about nuclear power. Do any of you know how radiated you have all become, all of these kids, since Fukushima happened? I don't know that you all know. I keep track of this stuff. Our radiation in this area, in this city, has gone up about 40% since Fukushima happened. I have the data. I'm in a circle of people who collect that data. Our council is not talking to us. Senator Wyden is not talking to us. Nobody's talking to us while our DNA gets changed and rearranged. And little girls like this are going to be affected. And she's not going to be able to do anything with her body later in life because her DNA is so affected. And so is yours. So what I'm asking for is first that when you see signs up around town for the Columbia Generating Station, you now know that you heard it here. It is the nuclear power plant that if this thing explodes, when we get that big earthquake, whenever that comes, that will affect CGS. It's sitting on 12 fault lines. These are new studies by the University of Washington. This shit is real. Our radiation levels are real. That nobody is talking about is real. I have a fucking bat phone to Senator Wyden's office, man. I call them, I tell them what's going on. Do you know about it?
No. Yes.
What's in your food? Who the hell's testing that? Nobody. I know that. I've called every single organization that is supposed to test our food, and none of them are doing it because they know what's coming in from Japan. Hillary Clinton made that happen. So, I need your help. You guys, if you want to get in touch, if you want to help out, if you want to do activism, if you want to get we got a lot of heavy activism going on that's coming up for the people who are unafraid to do activism. This is not 101. And I need you. I need those of you who are willing to put it out there. So you can get in touch with me on Facebook. You can get in touch on No Nukes Northwest or through radcast.org, whatever it is. But now you know.
Thank you.
All right, my name's Reverie. And I say God is what we strive for, it's not what we believe. It's that which we're alive for but can only achieve by putting aside our differences and banding together for the greater good of earth and the dream of forever. But never will we stop this crimson river from flowing because the circle of life isn't strictly ongoing and they pin you to the ground and tell you to fear the Lord until you fear the meal and you fear your own floor. So I'm not asking for your money, I'm just asking for change and no more temporary remedies alleviate this pain. If I'm gonna die like this, I'm gonna do it for the truth. God's not gonna save us, so I leave it up to you. I'm messing up. Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. You can see it in the faces of the people. They be capping in the kids. They be napping the kids that really tapping a seed in my dreams and they're breaking at the seams, bleeding into reality. Now the nightmare is happening. Mass fatality. All I hear now is laughing. I put down my angels, gave into my darkness. So if they want a war, then let's start this. Drop bars, not bumps, guys.
Thank you for that. That was powerful. Hi, thank you for coming here and creating space for everybody to say what's important to them. My name is Leif and I'm with the People's Water Trust. If anybody's heard about the problems that's happened in Detroit, we can see what happens when you don't have water rights. And despite the fact that I'm told every single day that Portland has some of the cleanest water, I'm not impressed because it's not very protected. And it's under constant threat. And nobody has invited me or anybody here to talk about issues like fluoridation or tearing down the Tabor reservoirs. The People's Water Trust aims to create a Bill of Rights for water, to give people the right to clean water that is not polluted, by radiation threats, by coal exports and everything like that. So Nick Caleb, the co-author, will be teaching a class on the People's Water Trust starting November 16th at 6:30 p.m. Community supported everything. I'll keep this brief because we're about to march, but come check us out at peopleswatertrust.org. Thank you very much.
All right.
speak at one of the stops. We gotta get going. Can we get a round of applause for all the speakers and that awesome spoken word? All right, we're a little behind on our time schedule.